Alright, what's going on, guys? What? I'm in the same exact outfit. Yeah, I didn't want you guys to have to watch a 50-minute video on an unboxing. So let's get directly into this. I don't even need to talk because you already watched that last video. If you haven't watched my introduction, go ahead and watch that real quick. This is my CX Racing Turbo Kit for a 1992 Miata unboxing. I did that in 15 seconds, guys. 15, that's really good. So the first thing you're going to see when you open this package up is the intercooler piping. So if you have a 1992 Miata and you order this kit, you're going to see something that's going to scare you. I will show you what that is. So right here you have a 2.5-inch pipe, and right here you have a 2-inch pipe. And you might be wondering, why in the world would they do that? I was wondering the same thing. I called them, and this is so you can keep your AC and your power steering. You can keep all that stuff. I don't have power steering. If you have a 1992, you should have power steering either. But this is so you can keep your AC and you can maneuver around things. They give you a 2-inch piping. So if you're buying CX Racing and you're really upset about 2-inch piping, then do some research on how that flow works, because you're not going to push this thing to where you need anything bigger than 2-inch piping, let alone 2.5-inch piping. So don't worry, don't freak out. That's what those are. There's 5 total pieces for the intercooler piping. Right here is a very important piece. This is where your blowout valve is going to go, and this is going to be at the very top of the motor. So I'm excited about this piece just because I want to hear the whatever it's going to make. If it makes a sound, I'm happy. I don't care if I'm pushing 1 pound of boost. If it does a blow off sound noise, I'll be extremely happy. Alright guys, so when you pull this out, you're going to see a catted mid pipe. The catted mid pipe is going to go in the middle of your car. What? Who would have guessed? Here is your down pipe. So this is going to connect to the turbo. It's going to come down like this, and then this piece is going to connect here, something like that, and that's how that's going to work. You have to make sure this gasket is sealed very good, because your O2 sensor is right here, and if you have an exhaust leak right here, you're going to foul out your O2 sensor. I've done it. I did it. Not with a turbo car, with a non-turbo car, so yeah, you can only imagine. So make sure that when you put this together, guys, it is very solid, and I'm not even sure how it goes yet. I'm just kind of piecing it together for you guys. I will not be running a full exhaust on my way home from building this car, which is scary to me, but race car is life, so I might go deaf. I just showed you the down pipe and the catted mid pipe. Next thing you're going to see when you look in this box is going to be your rubber couplers, and these are actually really nice. They're really well built. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 layers in here, which is actually pretty impressive. And as you can see, they did pay attention. I picked blue, and they sent blue, so it makes an awesome snorkel. Just kidding, guys. If you see me looking over here, it's just because that's where my face is, and the camera's actually to the left a little bit, so I'm sorry about that. I'm an amateur. So you're gonna have your couplers, and you're actually gonna have a lot of them. I'll go ahead and count them for you just to see. You're gonna have 2, 4, 6, and you're gonna have 8. So it looks like 2 elbows, 2 2-inch ones, and 4 2.5-inch couplers. So it's all proportionate, it all comes together perfect, somewhat perfect. And then next you're gonna have your lines. Guys, before I even try to get into this, I am not an expert, and I've never turboed a car before. This is my first time actually even touching turbo parts. So if you're in the middle of learning or you're about to learn, so am I. So if you see something that I'm doing wrong, or I say something wrong, please feel free to correct me. Don't just hate on me. Just tell me what I'm saying or doing wrong, and I'll fix it, guys. There's some parts in here that I don't even know what they do, but I'm going to show you them anyways, because I want you to see what comes in this kit, what you're getting for $1,000. So here are the lines. I've already done an unboxing on this before, but there was some super loud music and it sounded trashy. So here they are. I put this in a baggie so I didn't lose anything. Those are the pieces that come with this, and this hose was just kind of by itself in a bag. So I'm going to go ahead and set those down. All right, next thing you're gonna see when you open up this box are your clamps. These are really good clamps. These are actually clamps that I would prefer to have versus any other ones, because most of them have the little flat head, and it will have the little holes in the band. You'll tighten it, and it'll tighten the band, but those get loose very easily. This, however, will not get loose. These are very good clamps, and I totally am happy that they sent these. You will have 12 of them, I believe. Let me see, 12 or 13 of them. And you're also gonna have another batch of them right here. And I'm pretty sure these are for the other intercooler piping, the 2-inch intercooler piping, and those are for the 2.5-inch. Yes, they are optional, the sizes to screw in, but you want to get somewhere around the same size so you can make a snug fit. That is very important, guys. We're not going to be pushing a lot of boost. Honestly, we could probably just push the silicone over the metal piping and it would stick, but we're going to make sure to put these on just to be safe. So the next thing you're going to find is going to be your blow-off valve. Honestly, guys, I've never held a blow-off valve before, but it does feel a little bit cheap. I feel like it should be heavier or something. I am honestly not sure, you know, if it's supposed to be or not. But this is what it looks like. It has, you know, it's very well built, and I'm sure everything's gonna work out right. I hope. Gosh, let me knock on wood. But here's your blow-off valve, and here's your line that goes along with it. I'm actually not gonna pull that out. It's just a rubber hose, and you're going to have your screws and gasket that put this on. So I'm gonna put that back. There's your blow-off valve. And you don't get to pick the color of that. I think it just comes in purple every single time. I think they want it to look like a Gretty or a teal. I don't know. They want it to look cool. So you're gonna have your blow-off valve in this little box right here. Next thing you're gonna have is this piece, which I honestly do not know what this does, where this goes. I have not seen it before. It's some sort of an adapter to something, and I'm probably gonna sound like an idiot whenever you guys ask. Next piece is these here. I don't know what these are either. Those adapter where you'll put a hose on the piece of metal, and then on the other end there's a hole. So, and then there's holes in the screws. So I'm honestly not sure at all what these do, where these go. My buddy's gonna really have to help me out with these. That's for sure, because I have no idea what that is. I have a pretty good general knowledge when it comes to this stuff, but I have no idea what that is. That's a definite. Here you're gonna have some gaskets. These are just some more gaskets. You're gonna have loads of gaskets when it comes to this kit, guys, because you're gonna have to gasket seal everything that's touching that's not already welded. So it is very, very, very important that you pay attention to what gasket you're putting on, that the surface is clean, and that you do it right the first time, because if you put it on the wrong way the first time, you're buying a new gasket. That's just how it works. That's just the way life rolls. The next thing we're going to find are some braces, and I'm pretty sure this is for the intercooler. This is gonna brace the intercooler up and make sure it's staying in the right place and it's not dragging on the ground, because you don't want your intercooler dragging on the ground unless you want it to. But if you have that kind of money, then can you send some my way, because I don't have money to drag my intercooler on the ground. So that's what these are for. Pretty basic stuff, guys. Next thing, you're gonna have another gasket. It looks like it's pre-bent. I don't know if it is or not, but it does have a bend in it, and I'm going to leave that bend in it until we flatten it out when we put the wherever it goes on. Next thing, this is also going to be part of the intercooler mount. So that's what these are right here. This is a adapter gasket, something that goes to the turbo. I know that for sure because this pattern actually matches the downpipe. So I'm guessing this will go on the downpipe, and then the downpipe or the turbo will connect to this. I don't know why they need a cast iron piece between this and the turbo, but I'm sure they have their reasons. I'm not gonna ask questions. I'm just gonna do what they got. So that's what this is. This connects to the downpipe, which then connects to the turbo. Next piece. All right, let's see. We're getting into the interesting stuff. So it was very prevalent that CX Racing would release a manifold that would break very easily, and they have now sort of fixed it, I'm guessing, because this manifold is built very well. The interior does not look bad at all. It is very smooth all the way through, and they've actually, and this is different, I haven't seen this before, but they braced every side of the manifold. That is very good. That's actually a very good thing. This is very strong metal, and it's welded very nicely. You can tell it's made at home or made in a shop. It's not just manufactured by a machine. So for the people that don't know, this will plug to the head of the car, or to the engine, to the head of the engine, where your headers typically will go down into through your mufflers out the back of your car. This is where this will plug up, and it'll be screwed into your engine, and the turbo will sit right here. Meaning there's all that weight pushing down on this manifold, pulling it away from all these sections. Every place that there's a weld, it's pulling on. And it puts a lot of wear on the manifold when there's no relief cuts and there's no braces. So I'm very excited that they put braces on this right here, and that's a big shout out to them. I think this is gonna work very well, and I'm super excited to use this manifold just to prove the people wrong that are talking crap that CX Racing sucks. I'm very excited to use this and see how long it lasts. If it messes up and blows my turbo up, guess what? I don't care. I want to see how long this thing will last because I have a lot of confidence in CX Racing. In this box, you're gonna find the gasket that goes like this and plugs into the engine. It is behind this piece of wood. At first I thought they sent me a tile. I was like, why in the heck would they send me a tile? But yeah, it's just the gasket. Take note that you are going to have to use your old header bolts. They don't provide bolts for your headers. So if you are missing one, I strongly suggest you get a new one. Figure that out before you even attempt to put this on, because you got a boost leak and nothing's gonna run right, guys. Don't do it wrong the first time. Do it right the first time. And I know that's weird hearing me say that because I'm unboxing a CX Racing kit, but I'm going to be doing this right the first time. Okay, it might be a cheap kit, but we're gonna keep it within its limits, which is 5 to 7 pounds of boost, and that's all we're gonna push. If it says 5 to 7 and you crank it to 15, the manifold breaks and the turbo blows up in 1,000 miles. Whose fault is that really? Okay, ask yourself. That's your fault. So, all right. These are injectors. You guys don't really need to see that yet. I will show that in another video. The next piece is the intercooler itself. Yay! I'm kind of happy this one doesn't have any writing on it. I like sleek stuff. I don't really want a bunch of show. So here's the intercooler. All right, guys, so the intercooler is a 28 by 7 by 2.5. If you don't know what those numbers mean, then you should probably look up what intercoolers you're going to be running and what size you're going to be able to fit in your car. I know this one's going to fit because they've already had it on a 1992 Miata with AC. So if you do have a 1992, 1996, whatever kind of Miata that's an NA, chances are this is going to fit. If you go with 3-inch piping, you got to remember that's a whole ½ inch longer or wider than these, and that is very hard to get up through that engine bay. So keep in mind what kind of power you're going to be pushing. Do you really need 3-inch piping? Chances are you're not. So that's the intercooler, guys. It's very sleek, very nice, and it doesn't weigh all too much. I thought it'd weigh a lot more than that. I don't know how much it weighs, but all right. Now, the guts and the glory, the best part about this, the turbo. All right. Like I said, I've already unboxed this one, so if it's like nothing, everything was wrapped, everything was in proper packages when I opened it the first time. All right, so the first thing you're gonna see when you open your turbo is this piece of paper right here, which is showing that the turbo was balanced, there's no vibration, and everything, there's no shaft play. You see that? Everybody that calls CX Racing crap, do you see that? That means they're giving you a good turbo. If you mess your turbo up, it's probably your fault. I hope I don't regret saying this, but 99% of the time, it's gonna be your fault. They don't send you crap, okay? They don't send you a Garrett, but they're not sending you complete bull crap, all right? So it's passed the vibration inspection, it's been balanced, and it's ready to go. So let's go ahead and open this. As you can see, it is very small. It's not a very big turbo, but it'll get the job done. So this is where that piece that I was talking about goes for the downpipe. So you'll have the manifold holding it like this. The downpipe will connect to the turbo right here, and it'll go down the car and shoot flames out the back. And that's what we want, guys. We want flames shooting out this thing, okay? I don't know, not really. But this is the turbo, external wastegate. It's very nice, guys. It's very well built, and it's a pretty stout little turbo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited to get it in the car, that's for sure. Go ahead and get this wrapped up. Alright guys, so that's the entire CX Racing kit. I will go into depth of the other parts that I have in order to complete this build as soon as I get the rest of everything in, okay? I don't want you guys doing what I did. So I was, when I first wanted to boost my car, I had no idea, no direction on where to go, and I stumbled across the Car Passion channel and Greg Peters, and he has a very descriptive broken boosted how to do it video on, you know, how to do a broke and boosted Miata. He does a very good job. He makes it extremely safe. He daily drives the car, and it's an awesome build. I'm gonna stray just a little bit away from that by giving you a one and all kit, okay? I want you guys to be able to boost your Miata, feel confident about it, know that it's gonna be safe, and just be ready for, you know, to beat up on Mustangs, as Greg would say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to get into the build. Like I said in my previous video, once a week is when I'll be uploading. I'll be testing out car products, stuff like that. It's gonna be a really cool channel, guys. I hope you enjoy it. My name is Kolu. I hope you enjoy my garage, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.